Gates was right. The TikTok deal ended up a poison chalice for Microsoft. On Sunday evening, September 13th, 2020, news broke Microsoft's effort to buy the US operation of TikTok had been rejected. With the TikTok deal now in Microsoft's rear vision mirror, there are a number of questions anyone following Microsoft or investors in Microsoft will want to have answered. But before I dive into 2 or 3 of these, I want to note how prescient Bill Gates proved to be, as Tom Warren wrote for the Verge website back on August 8th, 2020. The headline to his article was, Bill Gates calls Microsoft's TikTok deal a poison chalice. And so right he proved to be. I think Gates was justified to be concerned by the prospects of the Microsoft buys TikTok story. Viewers should keep this in mind as I turn my attention back now to the 2 or 3 questions I think need some answers. 1. Did anyone do a risk assessment before Microsoft announced its interest in acquiring TikTok? As Mark Sweeney wrote back on August 3rd, 2020 for The Guardian, it looked like there were only 2 possible outcomes. Either Microsoft buys TikTok and gets a, quote, unique opportunity to become a global social media giant overnight, end of quote, or a 50 billion, which amounts to 38 billion British pounds, $50 billion geopolitically fueled business blunder. In sum then, according to Warner, Microsoft faced a binary outcome, strictly win or lose. Learning how the thought process management engaged in prior to announcing the decision to bid will tell a lot about the reliability of the decisions Microsoft has to make quickly in the future. Sweeney almost nailed the risk. Though Microsoft didn't have to shell out $50 billion, the experience still amounts to a, quote, geopolitically fueled business blunder, end of quote, also known as Bill Gates's poison chalice, end of quote. With Microsoft off the world's radar as a contender to acquire TikTok's US business, lots of people will likely frame a Pavlovian association of Microsoft as something a lot less than a, quote, global social media giant, end of quote. The global public awareness will unfortunately forget to fill in this blank with LinkedIn, which on paper has already made Microsoft a, quote, global social media giant, end of quote. The difference is, clearly, they're not a consumer social media giant. They're a business-to-business social media giant with LinkedIn. And for some reason, Wall Street is making a preference of that consumer component. Were the managers in Redmond smart to take what looked like a bold move only to result in collective amnesia about Microsoft's LinkedIn business as a much more fitting, quote, global social media, end of quote, business? That's a big question, and investors should be talking about that because the risk and outcome of this foray isn't positive for Microsoft, in my opinion. The second question is, why didn't the Microsoft public relations team exploit or try to exploit the, quote, no sale, end of quote, realities framing TikTok's decision to proceed with Oracle as a, quote, trusted technology partner, end of quote, to persuade the public Microsoft had made a best effort on a quest where no one intending to buy TikTok's US operation will come up a winner. The company simply is not for sale. And the third question is, should investors and others following Microsoft expect senior management to rapidly respond in the future to, quote, opportunities, end of quote, like the TikTok sale? One would hope not. As well, one would hope the, quote, time will tell, end of quote, adage doesn't ring true on this one. Accountability is required and required now because Microsoft should not proceed in such a manner, in my opinion, in the future. My name is Ira Michael Blonder. I'm the CEO and founder of IMB Enterprises Incorporated. Please visit our website, https://www.imbenterprises.com. We have been working continuously since the spring of 2002, advising senior management at early stage enterprise software businesses in the areas of product development, marketing, and sales. Please also visit my Twitter page, @MikeTheBebop. Thanks for your time. Talk to you soon.